Hello everybody, this is William Ash, and this little video is going to try to answer some questions about how to apply bump maps to a model for 3D printing. So hopefully what I'll get to do here is get to an STL file which has been modified that will display the texture. So what I have here is this really sloppy code like texture map for bump that I'm going to apply to a cube. So I'm just going to add a, a cube. Okay. And I'm going to, I think I have displacement and cycles on right now. I'm just going to turn that off, set that back to bump. Okay, so what we want is basically to make this into a real texture. So if you 3D printed it, you get all these details on the cube. And what I texture painted this in Blender. It's just I took like 2 minutes to do this, not even trying that hard. Um, but what I want to do now is pass this into a displacement modifier to modify the mesh here, because right now the mesh is just the 8 verts. So 8 verts is not enough for the displacement modifier. You see, every place where it needs to get brought inwards, it needs to have another vert. So really, we're going to need more like something like 500,000 verts probably here. So I'm going to go under subdivide surface, and I'm going to add subdivision. I do not want it to look to smooth these things out, so I'm going to click simple. And what this does is it adds verts, but it doesn't move them at all. Okay, it just subdivides it. So that brings up to 25,000 if I hit apply. You see, that's quite a bit of verts. So that's probably enough. I don't need to do much more than that for now. Um, Next thing I want to do is add modifier, displace modifier. And just to check real quick, ew, I forgot to UV unwrap it first. So, oops, before I subdivide, before I actually subdivide, you want to go into edit mode and press U, unwrap, there it goes. Now I have it unwrapped. Derpader. Okay. Um, Another thing I needed to do is hook up this shader to it. Let's just delete that, bring that over here. Color. Hmm? I think it's under the printer in a box. Okay, so I have it unwrapped. Now I'm going to apply that. Okay, now I got a whole mess of verts. Okay, the next step is add displace modifier to it. So I go to displace modifier, and then it just looks like it's blowing it up, and that's because I don't have my texture added. If I add new texture, now it's bringing it all in all of a sudden. And then next thing I need to do is go down. See, it says texture.001. So I go down here, and then I make sure it's selected texture 001. And then I change from image or movie. I select my bump texture. And then now I got to go back to my displacement tab, and I need to adjust the mid-level. Um, Mid-level is basically what is 0. And then I want to maybe turn the strength down. It looks like it's pretty much working, but uh, oh, there we go. See, I got a weird thing happening right now with the UV. Let's go back and look at the UV unwrapping, because oh no, that's kind of it. Okay, so without even all that much work, you'll see it kind of is doing what we want. So now I just need to hit apply, and if I tab in, you'll notice those verts are moved. So I know this isn't probably the neatest tutorial here, but what I've wanted to show you is basically how to add a displace modifier, how to set up a texture to inform that displace modifier. The rest is just knowing how UV unwrapping and texture painting works, and I hope that's useful. So anyways, I hope that answered your question. Thank you.